Okay, so welcome back to Pandora, First Contact. It looks like, well, we came back. Turns out that the blue people over here, the Imperium something, yeah, the Imperium is fighting the Terra Sivellum, so they should be able to finish our job for us from the last episode. In the meantime, I did say we were going to war with the people over here, so we're going to be starting that with a bang similar to last time. So let's get on started on that. Let's drop a nuke right over here. Yeah, so we're going to have to sweep this area too now. Likewise, this might be a problem. I can't really see in there. I think I'll get my planes to pull back around there. Get these planes to bank in like this. So then that should give us 2 nuclear drop sites. That should be able to handle that, and I think I'll scan this area. Whoops. Missed the scan zone. I was supposed to scan that tile, but that's alright. Because if I bring my troops in a little bit, I should be able to see what's going on over there. But anyways, my plan is just to kind of do what we're already doing, really just drop nukes on them. And since we're over here, I do have to deal with that infantry unit anyways, so let's just nuke the hell out of it. And I'm gonna get the majority of the people over here to start mining once again. Simply because we do need to keep mining up because we're starting to run out of production resources. But it looks like that should settle it for now, at least. And our aircraft should be able to keep off the enemy's little boat things for us for a little while. So that should give us plenty of time to just kind of put up a defensive barrier and alternatively set up an offensive line of troops. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I talked about those planetary fortress things, and there's no real way to tell what, or actually no, there might be a way to tell whether or not they have them, because I have a feeling that the technocratic faction already has a lot of those things set up, so I really do need to kind of deal with that. I think I'll be able to tell whether or not they have them if I do something like this, where, did we lose a city? Yeah, we lost the city over here. Okay, well in that case we're just gonna go and take that back first and foremost. But I believe if I hit the cities with the orbital bombardment, it should tell us whether or not it's vulnerable. So yeah, if I bring the planes in here and I drop orbital bombardment on them, so we know that killed over there is vulnerable. If I come over here and drop orbital bombardment on this city, it does nothing, so we know that that city is under wraps. Okay, so there we go. That should keep the majority of the enemies over here at bay. Now we just need to stockpile up on some missiles and we should be fine. And I think I'll get my planes over here to make like a little pass and see if there's anything going on over there. And we'll just end it like that, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Now we have 3 more strikes. That's 3 more targets that we should be able to vaporize. So on the next turn, Kiev is gone. There should be like another city over here that we should nuke. He's gonna offer us peace, which is fine. That will be acceptable in a little bit. Let's see if we can pick off a few more of their troops over here. So yeah, like I said, the city's gonna go bye-bye. And let's see if Mizoram over here is vulnerable. They are not, unfortunately. What about Bode? Bode is though. Okay, so that downs them to 1 city over here, 1 major city, another major city over here. This one's invulnerable, and this one is also invulnerable. And I think that's all of their major cities, excluding the one that they took from us. In that case, we should be fine now. don't want these troops to take out this squad first and foremost. And how are we looking over here? Okay, so that should handle them for now. That should put the Togra University and us on not equal footing, but fairly close in the technological race now that the majority of their cities have been destroyed. Well, since we can't use our nukes on their cities right now, we might as well deal with the majority of like their heavily concentrated troops. I mean, these missiles do I think 32 damage per strike, right? So they're fairly effective. So try to get our infantry to just eliminate as much as they can off of whatever. And I know I have that gigantic mech thing somewhere around here, which we should be able to bring into the fight. Yeah, the Cerberus mech is over here. And I think this will be able to clean up them fairly effectively. So there. I think every one person produces about let's see. Every one person produces about two points of research by default. So I would assume that they would be able to double that to 4 per person if they have the buildings, the infrastructure needed. So overall they should be able to produce, okay, so 44 citizens, 88 points at the most. And on the research scale they would need they would need quite a little bit. If everything on average on the upper portion here costs about 1,000 points. Okay, so let's say 800 points, and they're making 88. It'll take them roughly like 9 to about 10 days to research each thing. So that should be, yeah, that should give us enough time to get back into the fight as soon as we build some more units, and that should be able to, yeah, that should be enough for us to be able to just kind of steamroll them. Okay, well in that case I don't need as many nukes because they're starting to grow ineffective, so I think I'll just get a few more people to do some other stuff like that. Yeah, so this should be able to sort things out for us. Yeah, there we go. So that should be able to solve all of our problems. I'm just gonna let the Imperium over here deal with the Terrace of Elm for us over there, and now everything should be fine. And they want us to withdraw some of our troops from who knows where, so I guess we'll do that. Oh wow, this race against time is actually fairly demanding. I mean, I'm getting a little worried about where all of the enemies' troops and all that good stuff are. Yeah, I think I'll just go with this for now, right? I mean, like the enemy over there, they're still fairly active, but I don't think they have enough research and all of that to really go for that victory. Ooh, found another city. Let's see if we can just buy a nuke real fast, and let's see if we can just deal with that the next turn, because I'm running a little low on time, and I would prefer to just kind of finish the episode off. We could orbital. We could do another orbital drop on them actually. So maybe that would be a little more effective. Still, 10 turns isn't that much time, right? So it would be better if we were able to deal with those places a little soon. I'm gonna get an orbital scan here, see if we can find another city. So this missile goes right there. Oh no, it doesn't do anything. We'll try that city next time, I guess. Where's the mech? Mech transport's coming up. We'll deploy that in their capital, I guess. Make sure the area is clear. Ooh, their capital is actually fairly vulnerable right now. Let's see if I can deal with that right away. Do we have any more planes or any troops, really? Well, I guess we can, yeah, I guess we can drop one unit right there. I guess we can redeploy some of our troops from the northern sectors over here, which don't necessarily need all that many troops to be stationed up here, and we can drop them on top of their capital to just kind of stall them up. Okay, well this might be a problem. They're starting to amass a fairly large force over here. I think I'll get my planes on it, but I think I'll need to buy a few more nukes or build a few more nukes to keep those things off our backs. And they still have more troops approaching my main continent here, so I guess I'll drop that troop over there to stall them up. Yeah, I have a feeling that's all we can do for this turn. Okay, now that we have a few artillery blasts, I should be able to try and like attack them over there. I should be able to figure out where they have nuke protection on this continent. Oh, and then somebody finally finished off the Solar Dynasty, which is good, I guess. And this is the turn that we should be able to walk into their capital. So let's get our planes to strike at it, get the mech on the ground. That should clean up their capital. And what else should we get here? Probably Quan bargaining, which will help us buy stuff faster. Like at this point, I really don't know what to really do, because we've already kind of smashed their lines up so badly that they probably won't have all that much left. I mean, they do have a force over here though, which is probably our #1 problem, but after we deal with that, everything should be fine. It looks like we're just going to have to leave that area unguarded to protect our cities over here. What do we have protecting this area anyways? We have, we can deploy some Avenger tanks over here, so I guess that'll help out by a little bit. These guys should have been building stuff all along, so I think I'll get them to, actually no, I'll get more people over here in production. I'll get these people to move into food production, so then we can, no. Nah, fuck it. Oh well, we'll just let them do whatever they want over there. Yeah, I have a feeling that's all we can do for this area. I guess I can try the strike package thing over here. Oh, this city's vulnerable, so we're going to have to sacrifice our planes. Get that missile in, that should be able to cleanse them out. Terra Savellum here has also been developing things. Would their capital be vulnerable to a nuclear strike is what I'm wondering right now. I don't know. Find out next time where we fire nukes on other enemy positions and we hopefully take the city. Actually, we could probably do that. No, never mind. Well, anyways, next time I guess we'll fire a few more nukes and see if we can just kind of cleanse this area. You know, really shut them down on the research thing because yeah, we're getting fairly close to those victory dates, and I have a feeling that they might reach it before us if we don't cleanse their territory of their population. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.